What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We out here with some new Fable. This time we checking out Eren Yeager song "Falling." All right, and we got the homie JHB Boss on here. Now, will this replace "Let It All Burn"? I don't know. That song was powerful, a lot of emotion. But I don't think there was some rapping on that song, but it was kind of more aimed at more of an emotional, you know what I mean? Not necessarily like rapidy rap, which I think JHB Boss is going to be doing on here. So I do like JHB Boss's style. Can't wait to see how he flex on this. Let's go ahead, shut up, turn it up. All right, what you got for me? Come on. Come on. Been waiting. And the felt piano. It's interesting. He's got like a processed kind of tape effect going on in the background, giving it like that type of lo-fi, that warm aesthetic, right? It's a lot of warmthness in this. Bloom guns. Nice. Okay, here we go. Let's go.
Yeah, I was trying to win, never tried to lose, tried to make it dance to my shot and I ain't followed through.
Try to make it dance, take my shot. So I'm in the bed, take it to the fence, and the fan, I ain't follow through. I ain't follow through with the shot. Shot follows through, go in and try to, okay.
Life never been a bliss and I always end up missing. I always hesitated when I tried to move.
Oh, I feel like that might have been kind of like a whole kind of shoot basketball, not necessarily basketball, but kind of a scheme he's kind of working there.
Life never been a bliss and I always end up missing. I always hesitated when I tried to move.
You know, bliss has always been a bliss. I always hesitate when I try to move. That's interesting. Life has always been a bliss. Okay.
And I ain't followed through. Life never been a bliss.
Oh, it's never been a bliss. Okay.
And I always end up missing. I always hesitated when I tried to move. Demons in my head say I'm being used, mentally abused and confused on what I'm supposed to do. Fakes it all around me. I'm telling you, this ain't nothing new. Try to talk to the Holy Ghost, hope and peace. What I run into in this.
Trying to talk to the Holy Ghost, hope and peace is what I run into.
What I'm supposed to do. Fakes it all around me. I'm telling you, this ain't nothing new. Try to talk to the Holy Ghost, hope and peace. What I run into in despair when I'm deep in thought. I'm at the edge. If I had enough, then I'm jumping off. I'm so sorry. I guess I'm lost in the truth of thought. Forget precaution. No looking both ways when I'm across. Just that I'm always taking off. Cause
Ooh, what do you say?
I'm so sorry. I guess I'm lost in the truth of thought. Forget precaution. No
forget precaution. No looking both ways when I'm across. Yo, he's still scheming, ain't he? Like yeah, he definitely still scheming. Cross, I don't know why, but hoops falling through. I think I saw a layup somewhere in there, and now he's talking about looking both ways before I'm across. Forget precaution. I'm not looking both ways. He's scheming here, and I'm trying to pick it up.
Enough that I'm jumping off. I'm so sorry, I guess I'm lost in the truth of thought. Forget precaution, no looking both ways when I'm across. Just that I'm always taking off, cause at this point in life ain't nobody getting my energy. Sit and wait on my fate, cause I just been rolling with enemies. All they do is just run to me, try to act like they loving me. Really, they all just envy me in the dirt where I'm finna be.
We got a lot of people that's like that. Come on.
Cause I know
I've run out of time, went and lost my mind. Just can't make this right, come and take me home. I'm running out of lies, I've been out of line, out of line. Oh, I'm hanging on the edge. I can't find a way back, way back. Oh, I'm living my regrets. I can't find a way back, way back. Everything you do, everything you say makes me wanna burn it to the ground, reignite the flame. You'll never save me. Oh, I'm hanging on the edge, and now I'm falling.
Bro, oh my goodness, Fable, you almost killed me there, man. At first, I was sitting here, I was like, bro, I feel like the emotion's about to come. I feel like it's about to slap me directly in the face, and then there it was. Right, you know, Fable got these moments in his music where, you know, where he just does something and it's like you listen to it and you try to sing it with him, and you do, but it's like no way you could just kind of casually sing that, you know. I'm listening to these elements, you know, especially when it comes to mastering, you know, your music. Make sure you control, for the most part, all the dynamics, that everything kind of sounds unison. Nothing's like really popping out that doesn't need to pop out. The fact that it sounds so buttery and so smooth, right? Everything just sounds like it's in its place. It's sounding absolutely amazing. There's a couple of things in here. We have some orchestration that's going on here in the background as well with the hook.
Everything you say.
Sounds like it's like strings that's kind of going in, right? I said it in Divide's music, Divide's reaction, that orchestration is like one of the best ways to kind of introduce emotive elements in there, right? There's nothing out there, close. Well, I won't say not at all, but as far as conveying emotion, like Strings does a very, very good job, especially when you mix them with the guitar. I mean, there's so much going on here in the background between the background vocals. The instrumentation is going crazy.
Burn it to the ground, reignite the flame. You'll never save me. I'm hanging on the edge, and now I'm falling,
Love it.
falling into the ember. Crawling, should not remember. Oh, I felt the way before. I hear you calling.
So I've told you guys I'm a lot more musically in tuned than I am when it comes to the bars. I try my best whenever somebody's spitting to kind of get the story. Sometimes I get it right on the nail, and other times I completely miss. But I was listening to I forgot what I was listening to. I was sitting here thinking about just music and what essentially, that's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about Ronnie Ragnarok's, what's his last name? The guy from Falling in Reverse, and his most recent song. And I remember hearing him say something that he says that nothing for the most part repeats in his music. It's ever changing. I've been hearing that in Fable's music a lot. Right? There are some repetitive elements, but for the most part, his song is always moving forward, whether it be addition, like adding new elements in there, or maybe even changing a chord progression, which actually is it's not an advanced move, but it is an advanced move, changing your chord progression, which I think it almost sounds like he's doing that. But the fact that every single part of this has its own energy, but it all sounds cohesive is crazy, right? Because if you just go back to like the first minute, right, and you hear JHB spitting, and then you fast forward over to this, right, it isn't the same energy, right? That energy right there was focused on spitting bars, and this energy right here, right, is a little bit more emotive, more catered to the singing. Whenever I hear people talk about making music, this is what I think of, right? I think of not just telling a story with your vocals and your singing, but you have to tell it in the instrumental as well. Okay. And this is what it sounds like. I feel like those of us that are upcoming in music production, we have the blueprint, right? We have people that have walked the walk. We have references, right? So why aren't we using them, right? This is what it sounds like right here. Like mine, it's blinding now. Head to cross like mine. Antichrist like mine. Yeah, it's blinding. Antichrist like mine. Yeah, it's blinding. That's very interesting, right? The Antichrist is there to kind of win you over with honey words. Not getting like too religious and everything, but like following very close to the text and kind of picking and choosing what to pull out so they can win over you, right? You're like, oh, I did hear something like that, right? And you're blinded, right? Because it's like somebody threw a flashbang where you have a somewhat of a good sense of direction of where to go, but ultimately you don't. You're just moving. You know what I mean? You're scrambling, trying to find where I need to go. Like after effects of being blinded. That's fire. I like that line.
Now, but I keep wanting more, and now you're stalling. I've run out of time, went and lost my mind. Just can't make this right. Come and take me. I'm hanging on the edge. I can't find a way back, I'm living my regrets. I can't find a way back, Everything you do, everything you say makes me wanna burn it to the ground, reignite the flame. You'll never save me. I'm hanging on the edge.
God, the emotion, boy, don't you just bro, there it is, man. All right, Fable, you took it. The whole entire song is amazing, but that part right there,
Reignite the flame.
back. You guys hear the vocal inflection in the hanging on the edge, right? The small little stuff right there just makes things hit so much harder. Hanging on the edge. That sounds like an edge, right? If an edge could sing, that's how it would say its name. It would say edge, right? It wouldn't just say edge, it'll say edge. Okay, I'm playing. This man done pitch bended into a solo. Wait a minute. Hold on now. So, okay. So whenever we're thinking about like music, right? The whole entire song is kind of, not all of it, but you know, you could be very creative between, you know, starting something and then giving a song a resolution, if you will, a sense of completion. Now, if we think about how that song would have ended, like holding on, you know, we know what it sounds like, right? That right there would have been kind of like a resolution to the music, but he needed some way to kind of keep the suspense there to go into the solo. So think about it, like holding on, and then right? There's a resolution right there, but you can't end it like that and then go into a guitar solo, right? So instead of like throwing some type of random like drum fill in there, or giving like some type of breakup or pause in there to kind of accentuate that something else is coming, he did a nice little pitch bend, which fits into the whole entire idea of just Aaron like just exploding with rage, and then the epic guitar, like it's music, y'all. It's crazy. Okay, let's listen to it again. And then in that guitar solo, the same thing that we kind of got with the whole entire, you know, with all the music and everything, is that we had a whole lot of tension and release. Tension, release. That's when, you know, when you hear him kind of hitting those sustained notes while he's going right into like the really, really fast notes, right? That's tension and release. It's very, very important when it comes to like solos, or even if it ain't even a solo, because you still want it to kind of fit with the energy. Like if this was like a really, really, really slow song, right? Then your tension probably would feel a little bit more like the release on here, right? Because the tension on this is very fast. It's very, very tight tension. But you can make a head explode if it's just all tension, right? That's the type of stuff you hear in like thrash metal, right? The whole entire thing is like tension, and your release will be probably the verses, the lyrics, right? And all of the rest of it will be tension, right? It's just head throbbing and everything, right? But you can't put too much in here because we do have that emotion in here, right? So you got to make it blend, and that is why that solo was so epic.
Fuck you all.
It's like a metallic filter or something like that. Not metallic, but oh, that was very interesting. Oh, and you guys see, you see how it kind of ended the same way that it began, right? We kind of had that tape effect, that hiss, right? The imperfect noise that was going on at the end. The filter that he had on this was very interesting as well, right? It's not just some automated cutoff, right? It's some attention was thrown in that filter. Sounds like a filter, right? It's like it's been warped, distorted, like down, right? To kind of give you that sense of compressed rage, right? After everything that we just experienced, it's just compressed. He let out a little burst of it, right? Kind of like how Eren Yeager has been chill until he was like, all right, it's time to watch the world burn. We got a little insight into all the stuff that was going on in his head. And the end of this song sounds like it's being compressed right back down into something a little bit more manageable before it's time to explode again. Nah, that was amazing, Fable. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you. I still don't know. I gotta listen to it a couple of times, man. Your first one, it was very fire, but pun intended. But anyways, sorry for the long video. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.